What's up, everybody? It's Nicole from Elevate St. Pete. Today's body weight workout is 3 movements. Now we are going to ladder down, starting with 50 repetitions, and we're going to make jumps with 10 repetitions at a time. So it'll be 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 of Russian twists, alternating lunges, and mountain climbers. So each side will represent 1 repetition. Okay, so it's 1 lunge, 2 lunge, 3 lunge, 4 lunge. Same thing with a Russian twist. Every time you rotate to a side, that'll count as 1 repetition. Now, after you get done with the ladder from 50 all the way down to 10, you're gonna rest 2 to 3 minutes, and then you're gonna complete a plank workout. So for 45 seconds, you're gonna hold the plank, and then you'll rest for 15, and you're gonna cycle through twice. So you're gonna start with a regular plank on both arms, then you're gonna follow that with a plank on your left side, and then end that with a plank on the right. Again, you'll do that twice through. 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. All right, so the first movement we have is a Russian twist. Now, the hardest variation would be your feet off the ground. A little easier would be feet on the ground. So either way, you're gonna lean all the way back here. Okay, you're gonna have your hands in front of you, and each side is gonna be a repetition. Okay, so you go left, that's 1, right, that's 2. Now you wanna make sure you're truly rotating your trunk and twisting and not just moving your arms side to side. So harder variation is gonna be feet off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit easier, you put your feet or your heels down for a little extra support. Still rotating side to side. The next movement we have is an alternating reverse lunge. So I like to keep my hands back behind my head. It's just easier to stay upright that way. So I interlock my fingers behind my head. I take a big step back to where my front shin is pretty vertical. My knee just touches the ground. I drive through that front heel and I bring my feet back together. So step behind, touch down, feet together. Each side is a rep. Okay, so we're going 1 and 2. You want to stay as upright as possible, driving through that front leg to stand back up. Lastly, in this first piece, we have mountain climber. So it starts in a push-up position, and then you're going to try to bring your knee into your chest or into your armpits. Again, each side is a repetition. So we start up at the top of the push-up, we bring the knee up, that's 1, alternate, that's 2. Bringing that knee as high up into your chest or in your armpits as possible. All right, so after you finish the first portion, you rest about 2 to 3 minutes, and then you follow with a plank circuit. So we have 3 plank variations. We have 1 on either both hands or both elbows. We have 1 on the left side, and we have 1 on the right side. You're gonna hold each position for 45 seconds, and you'll rest 15 seconds in between. Again, you'll repeat this circuit twice. So the first one is either starting on the elbows as the hardest variation. Your feet are close together, your hips are level to the ground. We don't want any points, we don't want any valleys here. We wanna stay straight from shoulder to ankle. If you wanna make this a little easier, just put your hands right underneath your shoulder. And then the side plank is elbow directly below the shoulder. Hips as high off the ground as possible, feet staggered. If you need a little bit of support, you can just tap that toe down. Again, keeping your hip as high off the ground as possible.